Yo guys, back again with another video of me teaching you guys how I'm building a profitable Blender Octane school community, making $5,000 basically this year. It's gonna be total yearly summary 5,000, basically about 480 something a month at this current video. And what I do is, if you're new here, I'm going to go quickly through the comments here and answer some of your questions. And then I'm going to do like a 5-minute brain dump or just show you guys there's something that I'm going through on my journey of building a profitable community on the school platform. Alrighty, so let's get straight into our questions from my main channel, which is One Polygon with me. We're currently at, where are we at currently at? 8,398 followers. Question number one first came in. Excellent explanation. Thanks. Talking about the new video. I just released it yesterday. It's about separating how to set up render layers in Blender Octane, how to separate your shadows and all that stuff. When you're doing VFX, you want to have control of your shadows and you want to have control of your object, and you can separate them and then recomposite them like in Nuke or something like that. So I did a quick video on that, showing up how to do that. So you are welcome. Patrick, can you do a PNG sequence with alpha? I have methods tried and works, but it seems a little complicated and was just rendering slow. Viewport seeds just sluggish, which is why I just been sticking with cycles. Transparent alpha just are a pain in Octane. I wanted to see if you had a better solution. Not really understanding transparency. Just because you're rendering transparency, that shouldn't crank up your render times. It actually should decrease your render time because you're going to be rendering less in the scene. Can you do a PNG sequence with alpha? Yes, you can. PNG sequence with alpha are not that difficult to set up for. Hang on, I'm doing full screen the whole time, guys. Apologize about that. Let's flip this over. Yeah, PNGs right here, literally, like, for example, if I'm going to render this here, and what do we got here? This is why is that showing cycles? We're in Octane? Yes, we are in Octane. There it is. There's my Octane version. Okay, cool. So if I wanted to render this on a PNG with an alpha background, I literally come over here to my settings and I scroll down, click on alpha. Now it's going to render this on an alpha channel. If I click on my guy here and set him up, because he's just a placeholder in the scene. So let me just do quickly a Suzanne head, GZ1, right? And set that back to there. And then to shade that smooth because I hate the way it looks, and I'm gonna go to, there we go. So if I was to hit render on this, there is my PNG sequence basically going to be ready. So PNG, there's the alpha background, and then literally I would just come in here and save it as a PNG. Now for full on animation, what I would do is just come in here. You can use the standard Blender outputter. Just go to output, come down here, save it, set it to PNG alpha. There you go. I don't use the stock outputter. I use the Octane outputter, which is right here, Octane outputter. I can still do it in here. If you use these right here that I have, it will name them and number them properly for it to be a sequence. And then all I would do is change this from I'll go to EX PNG. There's PNG, and then set that to default, back to there, and 16-bit is fine, right? PNG, there it is. And then once you turn that alpha on, make sure you have that alpha check that I showed you earlier. Alpha background, alpha channel, go ahead and render. And it crashed because I didn't save it, because you should be having it saved, but that's basically it. So yeah, it's super easy. Yeah, the transparency, because that's not very tricky. It's actually really easy. Octane render was, quickly forgot to set this here. Octane render was more realistic and natural to me. It removes that open source blendery look. It's Octane. Yeah, it's not going to look like Cycles. Cycles is going to look like Cycles. And yeah, I agree with you. It's different, right? I agree. I think that's one of Octane's strengths. Appreciate the feedback. Yeah, So that is one thing. Octane has its own look. Cycles has its own look. They all have their own look. This is cool. Thank you. You're welcome. Hey Patrick, sorry to hear what happened with that person in NDA share. However, it seems the content of your video was really useful to a lot of people, hence the engagement. I wonder if you consider remaking it just with perhaps a simpler scene setup. I'm sure you can get the engagement that you deserve. Yeah, I'm already gonna do it, guys. Like probably next week or this coming week, I'll probably just rebuild it, find some other element. I can just download something from Blender Kit or something like that, and just, you know, and then use it. It sucks because that was done and everything, and I like to show real world, you know, real world situations, and that was a perfect real world situation. So I'm gonna have to just recreate that. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to it, guys. Don't worry. Hi Polly. Hi Polly. How is it possible to render out a VFX water or dissolve solution animation shot? It's possible. I've done it before. It's just you just use specular material. Like I've done it before. Let me see if I can find the project. This wasn't the exact render that I was looking for, but this is similar to one that I've done where I was experimenting with liquids and fluids. I have one where I did this can render, and it was like more like a commercial. It's on my Instagram. I'll have to find it, but yeah, it's possible. Like I just have a specular material on here. I'm using, I think these were soft body dynamics, so it's feasible. Yeah, it's feasible. Actually, here it is. This was a full animation I did in Octane, and I used basically simulation of liquid. You'll see the liquid splash right about there. Boom, there is the liquid splash. It's quick and easy, but you know, you can do it. And one more question here. Thanks for being open, brother. My 2 cents is that eternal joy from the inside is something only Jesus can give. I mean, he died for us in our sins and the rights for external weather. Okay, good, bro. I feel you, man. I much appreciate it. Thanks a lot. And one more. In my opinion, you could release a full course from start to finish for a simple product that includes the basics and some intermediate skill features for Blender Octane, just to make your channel more and more known. Right now, I didn't even know anyone who uses Blender Octane and releases a video on how to use it. So I think you could be successful there. I already have a Blender 101 guide that it's free on my channel here, so you can definitely download, not even download, just on my channel, full guide 101. You can definitely take a look at that. The first episode. So that's cool. Thanks a lot. Much appreciated. I'll read that. So quickly, going back to summing things up here before I get into the quick little brain dump, let's go ahead and check in the new channel. We've already got 9 subscribers. This is basically day 2 of it, which is really cool. In the community, we were sitting at 119. So let's go ahead and update my stat chart right here to keep full transparency with you guys, to show you guys that you can do this. It's possible. So 32 members. Where are we at today? School tracker today is now 8/9/25. We were still at 32 members. So that's still 0, right? So that's be okay. Go drop that down. I don't think we had basically any change. 487 still. Monthly reoccurring revenue of 487. 487. No change there. Drag that down. 487. About Puge name. This is the number that I'm really concerned about. 96. I really want to get that number up. That number has been kind of falling since I've started this new I've started typically I would just take people and send them straight from the link straight to my school community, but I'm doing something a little bit different where I have somebody who's helping me make some copyright, and he is churn. What's my churn? My churn is 9.4 still. That's still holding still solid. So that's something to talk about here for a minute. So typically in the past, I just use my about link and I send people from YouTube, from Instagram, straight to my about page, and they'll come straight here, right? And then they'll basically watch this quick video talking about what's inside the school, or they'll look at these testimonies from everybody in the community who are in it now, and then they'll read this here and basically talks about the benefits of why you want to join this community. So from there, then people will either, right here, there'll be a button that says join the community. But recently, actually, starting in July, we've noticed these numbers have kind of dipped. Like, I was pretty much do 120s, 204s, about 150 average. Now we're down to probably an average of 100. But you can see we've kind of dipped since June right here. Since July, things have kind of been going down. 230, 16, 109, 93, 105, 96. And one reason for that is because now what we're doing, we're sending them, instead of straight to the page, they're coming straight to here. They're coming straight to this landing page here. And I guess this landing page is basically trying to weed out the people who are not interested in it, and the people who are interested in it. So it's basically like a sales page, basically promoting what you're going to learn. And you can go through basically, see, like, it's basically a sales page. So I'm piping them into a sales page first, and then when they click on this is going to basically give them the free 101 guide, which is the lead magnet. We'll give them the free 101 guide, and the free 101 guide is basically this guide right here on my channel. And there's actually a few videos, actually just about 10, 15, 20 videos that are not on this. They're still in the course. But if you were to watch this full series right here, this will get you up to speed on how to use Blender Octane pretty quickly, right? And then there's a few more advanced, deeper. We're probably like 20 something videos deep, so the rest are inside the community. So after they go through this, and after they go through that, if they're serious, then they'll have the option. We'll send them another email saying, yo, if you guys want to do this, you're very serious, you can join the community. So then that will send them into the community. So right now this is new for me. So my numbers have dipped, which I was expecting that to happen, because again, we're not just taking everybody now. Now we're kind of using the email list to kind of bring in higher leads or warmer leads, people who actually probably know a little bit something about Octane or know what they're getting. Because I was getting a lot of people who had no clue what Octane was, and they were joining the community like, okay, now what? And I'm like, ooh, that is not the best person to have in the community, because Octane is actually a little bit advanced to get set up, especially if you're coming from cycles or something like that. So that's what we're doing on that end. So that's all new and work in progress. I'm waiting to start to see if we can get any results from this. I've probably gotten only one person to join since then. I've actually gotten 2 other people to join, but they've joined from past links, from straight direct links that come into my older system, where they just basically come to my about page. So I'm still waiting to see some results from this. I'm going to give it about 3 months, before I start expecting to see any different changes and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes. And also, as far as my community goes, what I just did to help me out building, these are the type of tools. Now I'm going to get into tools for one moment here, of some of the tools that I've used to help me as a one-man content creator machine. Some of the tools that I'm basically building. So let's we don't need this. Let's go do a quick YouTube check-in. Where were we at? 8,392. 8,392 on that, and today we are at 8.9. So we got 6 new subscribers, not bad. Average view duration, let's see, what are the average view duration, and that's in content. Average view duration still 155. 1.55. Still haven't. I really want to start getting back to pumping out videos once a day. I used to 3.5 click-through rate. I used to post videos once a day, and that's where like I had the most traction, because I was pumping out so much content. So that's gonna be like something I want to kind of buckle down. 3.5 on the click-through rate. Click-through rate has dipped a little bit, but yeah, I really want to get back to probably posting once a day again, which I'm kind of doing, but now I'm not doing it on the main channel. I'm doing it just on this channel. But on the main channel, I want to get back to posting once a day, but I want it to be value content, right? So that's where I'm feeling. Anyways, before I want to talk about this one tool that I just built. Okay, this is something really cool. Let me show you guys this. One thing that's keeping me from knocking out videos daily on the hang on here. One thing that's killing me as far as making videos daily is thumbnails. Like I hate making thumbnails. They almost take time. Like you really gotta make thumbnails in order to, you know, get some type of traction on videos, right? So I made a system that's really going to help me not have to sit here and crank out thumbnails. Now I'm still going to crank out thumbnails for certain projects where like the thumbnails appropriate, where like I'm maybe talking about something that you need to visually see. But for some, I really don't need the thumbnail to be too fancy. Like I just need something to get it out, especially if I want to start doing videos every single day. I'm building this content system here. I'm going to show you my content database. It's an automated system that I'm building here. Let's get back to here. And this is it. This is the main system. It's a monster. If you guys know, this is make automation. It allows me to do automation, and I can also implement chat GPT into it and certain things like that. So I have it set up where I literally could do voice cloning. I can do AI video, but I turned all that stuff off because I was getting so much slack from it. But what I still use it for is for things like repetitive tasks that I have to do, like a lot of things that I have to do all the time. So let me show you the newest part that I just added. Down here at the bottom, now I can make thumbnails based off my video. So I will literally come into here, and this is my main database where I put all my videos, video ideas, things like that, and I can turn video ideas into actual YouTube scripts or bullet points or YouTube thumbnails now. So what I do is, if I come in here quickly to show you guys this, the test, we have one. Let's just see if we have anything in the pipeline that I could show you. Okay, for example, I did a video, the noisy, okay, I did a video talking about, okay, this was the video, the noise video about the lights and stuff like that. So what I did was I took that video, edit it, take the transcript, dump the transcript into my database system, into this system. Here's the full transcript from the video, right? The full transcript from the video. Then what I do is with that transcript, I can send that transcript into my system, and my system allows me to do multiple different types of things. For example, if I come into actions, I can literally make an article from my transcript from that video, make an article, make a Instagram caption, or make an AI video, or a reel, or not. It's just gonna make text for the reel, not full on edited reel. That would be nice. I can make an Instagram carousel, and I already got the images and template images, and I'll put the text over the top of it, right? I can do a short form script. I can do a YouTube script. I can do text to a tweet, text to audio, text to email, text to title. So it'll read my text from my video, turn it into a title for my YouTube video, or a post for my school community, or a LinkedIn, or now a YouTube thumbnail. Get that camera back online. All right, good. Or a YouTube thumbnail. So what I do now is I have this other thing called Placid. This allows you to dynamically change the text on things. For example, if I jump over here and I come down to my YouTube templates here, these templates are just Photoshop. I did them in Photoshop, and what I do is inside of here, I add this text box on here. This text box can be dynamically changed. Like it would automatically change the text in it right here through an API call, right? Through my make system. So my make system will call, this is the same app right here. It will call this. And what I do is my text will come through my script. ChatGPT will take my script, generate a title, kick the title out for me, and then read that title and generate 3 keywords, anywhere from 1 to 3 keywords to put on the thumbnail. And then based on the parameters that I have set up, let me close all this. Based on the parameters that I have set up in here, for example, I say, hey, I want to use the frustrated look, the frustrated text, BG tag. So it's going to automatically tell my automation system, hey, I want you to use frustrated. There it is, frustrated. And then it's going to allow me to come back over here, and it's going to select the frustrated template right here, and it's going to change the text to whatever the ChatGPT bot result gave me, and it'll automate up this whole, automate it all, and then take this Airtable and send it back to, this is Airtable, this is what it's called. It'll send it back here, and then this is what I'll get. Boom, a quick, easy. It's going to test the text is basically quick lighting mastery, and this was based all off of my video script that I inputted, right? So I had another video that I tested it on why your renders are so noisy, and then I tested it over here and improved, and then same thing, boom, real light revolution, right? I think that was for the video that got canceled. So it took me about 3 hours to build this addition add-on to it, but this thing has been slowly growing. Like, it used to be maybe 6 functions, and as I've been working more and more, I want more options. And again, the source is me, my videos. So like literally whatever I put it in, my text I put in, it's like converts it and kicks out all this stuff. It can kick out all these different types of things based off of my input. I can even grab my phone and just go to the form. I made a form, just a basic form. I can go into the form, speak on my phone, just give the idea, like I have an idea, I want to make a video about how to reduce render noises in your render. It comes in here, it comes into my system, and then my system will be like, okay, boom, let's turn it into a script, or let's make a short article out of it, or let's make it an Instagram post. Like, super dope, guys. So work in progress, constantly building, and this is the type of stuff that I'm going to be teaching on this channel also in the future here, like how to do this for yourself. If you're a one-man crew and you're trying to make content, automated systems like this are just, like, I can't afford to pay for an employee to do this. I can't afford for a copywriter because they're extremely expensive, or an editor. This doesn't do any editing. I still have to do editing. But as far as like making quick YouTube thumbnails, like literally you saw just these quick templates. Here's my Instagram templates for my Instagram carousels, my Instagram reels, and he puts the text there. Same thing, carousels, reels, like, dude, that is super easy. Like, it saves me so much time to make a carousel post. And if I come back in here, I think I got a carousel post. Where's one? Let's see what this one is. No, that one was just the actual images that I was going to. Oh, here's a carousel post, for example. Boom, there it is. It changes the text, and this was all dynamic based off of what I said, and ChatGPT does the thing to it, crings it up, gives me these like, okay, watch a messy workflow, learn faster and better, want to grow, study real artists working in real time. Boom, and then I take that and then I go upload that to Instagram. So just a little bit of insight on some of the systems that I'm building here on the back end that I want to share with you guys. And yeah, so hopefully we can get some cool stuff going. So anyways, enough of my jibber jabber. Catch you guys tomorrow. Patrick LeVar, keep rendering Blender Octane. This is the way. Peace. Oh, and I still can't drop links just yet. I gotta wait till a couple more videos get into the system and YouTube trust me, and then I'll start posting the links down below in the description of this video. If not, go to the main channel and get any links there if you guys need it, or DM me. Peace.